Back in 2022, LEGO showed the world its shocking collaboration with Hasbro in the creation of the LEGO Optimus Prime set. The set was a huge step in towards what fans had wanted for years, and many people have enjoyed Optimus Prime's company in their LEGO collections. But the story continues today with the LEGO Bumblebee set. Released in the 1st of June, the set got many initial reactions, some good and some bad. Let's dive into it, shall we? Bam. Finally, we have completed our build of one of the most recognizable Autobots in the faction, Bumblebee. Similar to his predecessor, he, obviously being a Transformer, can shift from one form to another, like so. First, we take off the jetpack that he has on his back, and then we need to straighten out his arms by sort of unfolding the sleeves and closing his. Oh no, he lost a finger. That's not good. Okay, need to close his fists like so, and flatten out his arms. Next, what we need to do is for the legs, we need to unfold sort of these door parts, and also these. And this is my favorite part of the transformation, and maybe the whole build itself. What we need to do is we need to sort of fold these down, and then with the hood, what we have to do is sort of just do this and this, and then you get this really clean sort of panel flipping for the completion of the transformation. And although it's not perfect, it still works pretty well. And then we have to connect these two C-clips together, like so. And then what we need to do is we're going to need to sort of flip his body, and then sort of, sort of curl him back up. While also lifting up the backpack. Like so. It's a bit tight because he is quite sturdy. But, just gotta sort of do this. And done. Oops. And we just kind of have to shift his arms together, like so. Put this door back on that I destroyed. Like that. Put up the hood. There's a little C-clip that we have to put the clip on. Same with this side. Reattach the doors because I am very violent, and then kind of have to just fix the trunk, and we do have to do a little bit of parts forming by sort of placing this back. And this is also really nice because you get this sort of like hinge put into those little empty gap right there. And then we have Bumblebee in vehicle form. While the set was inspired by the G1 cartoons, it does have a lot of LEGO interpretation to it, such as the inconsistency of where the symbol is. It's provided with two 2x2 tiles so that you can place it wherever you want. And we also have a lot of customizability. But I do like the sort of LEGO-like interpretations, but I might be a bit biased as a Transformer fan, but I do think that the set is fine. It doesn't scale as accurately in the G1 scale, but I do kind of like this. It's more accurate to more the live-action movies, where Bumblebee doesn't look like a baby, and it's tiny. In vehicle form, it's a sort of replica of the Volkswagen Beetle. It's not a perfect one, as well. The Volkswagen license is pretty expensive, but it does look more like a Beetle than versus the original G1 toy. Many people have complained about the showing of the hinges here by the doors, the random gray bits here, but what's interesting is how different fans perceive it. While many Transformer fans are already sort of more familiar with things like hinges and even the parts forming we'll get into later, the LEGO fans who enjoy the displayability of these sets are slightly less patient with this. I honestly see both sides. Optimus was more action figure like, with the sort of, playability, but Bumblebee is a bit less posable and meant to be sturdy and put on display. But it still has sacrifices to be made because at the end it's a Lego model with Lego constraints. Considering Optimus has a gray and blocky, sort of truck aesthetic, which is a luxury that designer Sam Johnson doesn't have. Which I think is something that we do need to consider. But I do think as a car, it does work pretty well. I do like the small attentions to detail though. It is really quite detailed. Like when I was transforming it, I kind of forgot to flip these sort of little side pieces. But then we also get a sort of Goldbug license plate, which is a sort of upgrade that he gets in the cartoons, and then he gets turned into Goldbug. And then we also have the Ark, which is the ship that the Autobots landed in, and also the release date of the cartoons. We also have the same thing, but just Bumblebee, an I Love Cybertron sticker, which really speaks for itself, and a roll out one, which is Optimus Prime's sort of, catchphrase, and a nod to the original G1 Toys wheel. We also have the display plaque, which, works really well with the Optimus one, as, he's a scout, so obviously he's going to be a bit weak with the whole strength part, you know what I mean? And he also does have a little Easter egg with a bee sort of keychain decoration. So here we have the build and robot mode, which I think looks more decent, having some articulations and a pretty detailed body. Upon closer inspection, we do see some little issues, like from the side and from the back. He doesn't look nearly as good from some of these angles, but they're mostly fine, covered by the arms and of course the jetpack, which I definitely did not just forget to put onto there. Come on, get on. It is a bit hard to put on, but yeah. But speaking of which, I'm not sure G1 Bumblebee had a jetpack, but there were a bunch of inconsistencies. Anyway, an important thing to consider is that this Bumblebee build is much more stable with two new flex string pieces than the Optimus Prime set with this sort of 4x4 circular brick, which had more posability though and looked good from even the sides. That's not to say the Bumblebee has no decorative charms. He has the generic Autobot blaster that clips on his hand with this sort of little bar here. And he also has something that Optimus doesn't, which is posable fingers, which I really do like. They were also created by people with different expertises, right? Optimus was designed by a Hasbro action figure creator, and Bumblebee by a Lego display piece designer. They are meant for different things, but they work together in overall harmony. Overall, considering this was half the price count of Optimus, but not half the piece count, and understand Lego's brick limitations, I do feel like this is a decent deal for parts-wise. I also do feel that the set only gets better once mock builders improve this, and once other retailers start selling B on discount. One thing I would do is definitely change these 2x2 plates out for 2x2 tiles, which I think gives it a smoother look. Well, that's about it, and comment down below how you like my new experimental editing style. Thank you guys.